Welcome to Flick News episode 41. This week, we've got a lot of exciting news for you. From SpongeBob finally getting his driver's license to the first trailer for The Cat in the Hat, and much more. So,
let's dive right in.
First of all, the production company behind Parasite, CJENM, has announced a new 100% AI-generated animated series called Cat Biggie. The story follows a cat who unexpectedly becomes the father to a baby chick. The series will consist of 30 episodes, each about 2 minutes long, produced by a small team of just 6 specialists over 5 months, covering everything from content planning to character development. The show is set to launch globally on YouTube this July. CJENM highlighted that this timeline is a huge efficiency boost, noting that typical 3D animations of just 5 minutes usually take 3 to 4 months to produce. But this also raises the question, is fully AI-generated animation the future, or are studios just cutting corners at the expense of creativity and human artistry? Some fans worry this could lead to less originality and more soulless content. Then Adult Swim's long-running stop-motion comedy series Robot Chicken is finally returning with a brand new special that takes aim at iconic reality shows and personalities from across Warner Bros. Discovery networks. In this special, we'll follow the hapless robot chicken nerd as he goes on a journey of self-discovery, America's way, by joining reality shows, all packed into a fast-paced half-hour of sketches poking fun at Discovery Channel, Food Network, TLC, and more. The special will premiere on Adult Swim on July 20th at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and will be available to stream the following day on Max. Then the first teaser for Am Frankelda has been revealed. It's the first ever Mexican stop-motion feature film from Cinema Fantasma, and honestly, the trailer looks fantastic. It's really giving off those Tim Burton vibes with its dark yet charming aesthetic. The film is set to release in Mexican theaters this fall, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now let's take a look at some box office numbers. Lilo and Stitch has now crossed over $950 million worldwide and is expected to hit the billion-dollar mark in the coming week. The live-action How to Train Your Dragon has crossed over $466 million worldwide. And Pixar's original film Elio, which had the worst opening in Pixar history with just $20.8 million, has now crossed $78 million worldwide. Then new opening sequence for the amazing world of Gumball Season 7, The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball, has been released. Here's the comparison between the older and the new opening sequence. Then, as you might know, Disney is bringing back Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in a live-action hybrid animated series, with Jon Favreau writing and directing. Now the 3 lead actors have been announced. Ravi Kabit-Conyers will play Jake, a hardworking middle school student with a big heart. Michael Michelle Harris will play Jen, an artistic middle schooler who is always ahead of the game. And Ryder Allen will play Taylor, a middle school student who is cautious but avoids turning down his friends. It's exciting to see Disney reviving such a classic character with fresh talent, and the mix of live action and animation could really bring a new dimension to the storytelling. Then popular animation site Cartoon Brew has announced that they've been sold and will be changing ownership starting July 1st. Jamie Lang, who was previously the editor-in-chief of Cartoon Brew for 2 years and has written nearly 1,500 articles for the site, will now become the new owner and editor-in-chief. Jamie was most recently working as the international features editor at Variety, but starting from July 1st, he's officially returned to Cartoon Brew to take over the entire operation. Then in a recent episode of SpongeBob SquarePants titled Exchange Student Driver, SpongeBob has finally earned a driver's license.
Turnip!
Yes, don't eat. Read other side.
Official Clop-Knot driving license issued to SpongeBob SquarePants.
Then some recent reports reveal that Elio was originally portrayed as a queer-coded character, reflecting original director Adrian Molina's own identity as an openly gay filmmaker. But Pixar massively changed Elio after the original cut was test screened, and when the audience was asked if they'd pay to see the film in a movie theater, and not a single person raised their hand. One of Pixar staffer also revealed that there was a scene in Elio's bedroom with pictures suggesting a male crush, but that was cut from the original film. Along with that, other moments showing his personality, like a beach scene where he turns trash into a pink tank top for what they called his Trash Ion show, were also removed. And Pixar employees say that studio executives themselves cut queer elements from Elio, and the decision did not come from Disney. They say, a lot of people like to blame Disney, but the call is coming from inside the house. A lot of it is obeying in advance behavior, coming from the higher execs at Pixar. Then Warner Brothers has officially revealed the first trailer for The Cat in the Hat, and it honestly looks amazing. In the trailer, we see the cat stepping into a new role at the Institute of Imagination, alongside quirky animal companions like
Giraffe with a crab, pig in a wig, hi, bug in a mug, yak with a pack.
The cat travels the world helping uplift sad children. His latest mission is to cheer up Gabby and Sebastian, a pair of siblings struggling to adjust to their move to a new town. And knowing the cat, who's always been a bit of an agent of chaos, this could be his last chance to prove himself, or risk losing his magical hat forever. The film is directed by Alessandro Carloni and Erica Rivanoja, who both worked on animated hits like Kung Fu Panda 3 and Trolls. This will mark the cat's first full-length animated feature, following the 2003 live-action film starring Mike Myers and earlier adaptations like the 1971 animated special and the educational series The Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that. The movie hits theaters on February 27th, and honestly, I'm really excited to see what they do with it. Then Weird Al Yankovic sings the Milo Murphy's Law theme song at his tour by saying that it's been about 10 years since we've asked for new episodes.
But it's been about 10 years since we've asked for new episodes, so I'm not holding too much hope for it. But
Then first look at Lumacru's Practice Makes Perfect. A Lumi's Tale short has been revealed. The short will premiere on July 16th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by a sneak peek of the Lumi's Tale series pilot on July 18th. Then Pixar has released a new video to promote Elio, saying, "Stop complaining that Disney doesn't make original stories if you don't show up to movie theaters and support them in the first place." Then MeTv Toons, the classic animation channel from Weigel Broadcasting, officially joined DIRECTV on June 30th, 2025. The channel, which originally launched in June 2024, became available on Channel 295 for choice and above customers, as well as inside DIRECTV's new genre packs. Then Keith David will finally be honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He has starred in over 140 movies, 130 plus TV shows, and 25 plus video games. Here's video of him reacting to receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Well, she's well known here in the US for Marion Cotillard. Actor Keith David. Actress Rachel McAdams.
Then South Park Season 27 has been delayed to July 23rd. It was originally set to premiere on July 9th. And Trey Parker and Matt Stone have made a statement about the premiere date delay, saying, "This merger is a shit show, and it's fucking up South Park." Then in the post-credit scene of Elio, we actually get the first teaser for Pixar's next original film, Hoppers. In this teaser, we see a lizard finding a cell phone and repeatedly pressing the lizard emoji. And then the title Hoppers appears on screen. Now, while this teaser doesn't reveal any plot details or actual footage from the movie, there's something really interesting here that most people probably missed. This isn't just some random lizard. If you remember earlier in Elio, when the aliens are explaining how they found his message through the Voyager probe, they break it down to figure out which species sent the message. And during that explanation, they briefly show a lizard, and it's the exact same lizard from the post-credit scene, except for a slight difference in eye color. So, this could mean that the lizard is actually the link between Hoppers and Elio. And maybe he's sending a little message to the audience about Pixar's next big adventure. Then the first official trailer for The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder Season 3, has been released, and the new season is dropping on Disney Plus on August 6th. This time, Penny Proud and her friends aren't just navigating the usual middle school chaos, they're going global. With international adventures, deep-cut social commentary, and guest appearances from stars like Janelle James, Sanaa Lathan, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Chance the Rapper, The new episodes aim to entertain and enlighten across generations. And on top of that, the show has also been renewed for Season 4. Then it looks like Elio and Luca might take place in the same universe. In one scene from Elio, a girl can be heard through a radio saying, "Hi, this is Julia from Italy." Well, it's probably just a little Easter egg, nothing more than that. And since Luca is set in the late 1950s or early 1960s, it would mean that Julia would be much older by the time Elio takes place. Now let's take a look at some streaming and theatrical release dates that were confirmed this week. New episodes of The Loud House will premiere on Nickelodeon starting July 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the Loud family heading out on a European road trip. Chainsaw Man, the movie ReZark, is set to hit U.S. theaters on October 29th. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Castle will arrive in U.S. theaters on September 12th. And RWBY will start streaming on Hulu on July 5th. Then Tim Burton reveals that he is developing a new animated film. During a recent interview with Millennial, Burton suggested that his next project will see him return to animation. Having previously created The Nightmare Before Christmas and directed Corpse Bride and Frankenweenie, Tim Burton says he hopes to have the script completed shortly and is very excited about it. He said, "I am working on something that's an animated project, so hopefully I'll have a script soon and then I'll take it from there. But it's something I'm very excited about." Despite Warner Brothers' assertion that work on Beetlejuice 3 would commence shortly, Burton's latest comments would suggest he currently has other priorities. Well, fans of Burton's work will undoubtedly be keen to see him return to animation, given that it was the medium from which he first began his career. Then, after 6 weeks in theaters, Lilo and Stitch has officially surpassed a Minecraft movie to become the highest-grossing Hollywood film of 2025 so far. But globally, the Chinese animated film Neza 2 still holds the top spot as the highest-grossing movie worldwide this year. Then Jorge Gutiérrez announces his independent adult animation pilot, El Guapo vs. the Narco Vampires, and it is coming very soon. He wrote in a post saying, "It's pretty insane. It's totally unhinged. I love it with all my mustached heart." Then Sony Pictures Animation's Kpop Demon Hunters is shaping up to be one of the biggest contenders for Best Animated Feature at the 2026 Oscars. Sony has also submitted the film's original song, Golden, for awards consideration, and the song officially dropped as a single yesterday on Friday. Right now, Kpop Demon Hunters is the most streamed movie on Netflix globally, pulling in over 33 million views in just 2 weeks. Fans have really loved it so far, and the animation style is just amazing. So there's definitely a chance that it could take home the 2026 Oscar for Best Animated Feature. Then Coyote vs. Acme will officially receive a panel at San Diego Comic-Con. And Kpop Entertainment might finally reveals an official release date for the movie, and a trailer is also expected. Then Tiny Chef announces he has been saved in a new Instagram post. That's right, the now beloved Tiny Chef show, which went viral for its creative yet tragic cancellation announcement on social media, has revealed it's raised enough money to continue the series independently in the wake of Nickelodeon's choice to axe the show. The show's creators opened up once again to fans about its status in the video caption, saying that the team is getting ready to turn the tiny cameras back on in Chef's tree stump home because you all have saved Tiny Chef. This comes just over a week after the show announced its cancellation via a heartbreaking video of our beloved chef getting a call from a Nickelodeon executive who broke the news to him that the series was being removed from the schedule. Then at Anime Expo 2025, Netflix officially announced that a new season of the Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime spin-off is in the works, titled Edgerunners 2. This new season will feature a completely fresh story, brand new characters, and a more raw, grounded take on Night City, the most dangerous place in the dark future. The series will have 10 episodes, and just like the first one, it's set in the world of Cyberpunk 2077. Edgerunners 2 will be directed by Kai Ikarashi, who previously directed episode 6 of season 1, titled Girl on Fire. There's no release date yet, but they did reveal the first poster artwork to give fans a glimpse of what's coming. And honestly, after how well the first season turned out, I'm pretty excited to see what they'll do next. Let's just hope this one hits just as hard. Then in the past few days, a lot of rumors have been floating around the internet saying that a Ratatouille sequel is officially happening, but according to the Disinsider, it is not in the works. They said that this rumor kind of came out of nowhere. Their team was at the Pixar event a couple of weeks ago in New York, and from what they have gathered from speaking with Pixar, this rumor is not true. But they also added that this doesn't mean a sequel could never happen in the future. It's just not happening right now. And that's a wrap for this week's news. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.